Starting lineup, which will have Turkey Iskender Zulfikari once again starting it on pole position, joined by effectively the current points leader William Kalija on row 1. Henry Domain and Alex Malota on row 2. They'll have Sebastian Eskandari and Asher Osteen rounding out the top 6 on row number 3. Leonardo Gorski and Will Green go from row 4. They'll have the first of the brand new tyres on the left-hand side, Jean-Mathieu Rousseau of Panama, joined by Gregor Kallis of Sweden inside that top 10. Daniel Miron-Lorente and Manuel Miguez go from row number 6. They'll have the likes of Valerio Villapiana and Antonio Pizzoni on an all-Italian row number 7.
On row number 8, it's Alessandro Truchot and Olivier Sini, Jarlath Sayo and Amir Sabarov. They go from row number 9. Completing the top 20, it's row 10. It's Everslod, Saji Soslovsky and Antonio Cocchianella. Sam Hugon and Lillian Scarborough, they go from row 11. It's then Nicola Stanley on debut, or first appearance in Champions of the Future 2025. Joined by Angelina Simmons-Torres on that row of the grid. Row 13 is Nathan Kappen and Emiliano Hernandez. Row 14, Mika Rönitz and Victoria Farfus. Row 15, Mikhail Sayak and Yanis Kolovos. Mohamed El Bazaki completes the 31 drivers due on this field. I do believe we've got everybody at least out on circuit, but there are problems for MP Kart Racing's Mika Rönitz, who I can see out of our commentary box window is stranded at turn 5, is out of the kart, out of the race. So we're down to 30. I was about to say that Mika Rönitz, of course, had a retirement in his previous race, has a DNS in this one. That, unfortunately, it's the first time I'm going to say this weekend. I think that in terms of competition is weekend over for Mika Rönitz.
Yeah, the chances of getting to the superheats with results like that, and obviously a tough qualifying as well to boot, it's a very challenging thing to try and achieve despite his very best efforts. Right then, into the tram lines once more. Are we racing in OK Junior? The answer is yes. As they head down in towards turn number 1, the two teammates go wheel to wheel, but Domain goes down the inside, and Kalija, who needs the win, has dipped down now into 4th place at the expense of the Hangman Racing driver of Alex Malota, who heads up into P3. The field head out of the exit of turn number 5. They are 3-4 wide as they head into that tight, twisty section, as they head up the hill into the highest part of the circuit now, up turn number 10.
So this is going to be the test for William Kalija to try and fight his way back through, try and gain as many positions back as possible. Zulfikari leads, Domain P2, and then Alex Malota, spoiling the party at the moment for Forza Racing, is there in 3rd place. Good defence, though, last time around through turn 5 for Kalija, because he was under attack from one of the fusions, which will be Asher Osteen for that 4th place. Bit of shuffling in the second half of the field, but end of the first lap. So Forza Racing 1-2, Zulfikari from Domain, Alex Malota 3rd, Kalija, Osteen, Eskandari Morandi, Will Green, Gorski, Pitsonia Jr. and Villapiana. That is your top 10.
Certainly is, and Leonardo Gorski certainly looking like he's looking a little bit racy there, trying to get his nose down the inside. Where is Jean-Mathieu Rousseau at the moment in all of this one? He's gone backwards a little bit in this, as the highest ranked driver with a fresh set of tyres on board. And we may see that fighter come into play later on. Slightly defensive there, going down into the hairpin. That is around the, I think that is Jean-Mathieu Rousseau that I was seeing on our screens, going for those defensive postures. There, though, as they exit out, Gregor Kallis all over that rear bumper of Valerio Villapiana. They are battling away nicely here, but all in around the top 10. So we'll keep a close eye on that one as they head back over the start-finish line. It is still a strong start for your front runners, and crucially, Zulfikari holding strong at the front as down the inside. Nice little change there. Asher Osteen on the move.
Yeah, good move for 4th place on points leader William Kalija after 3 rounds of intermediate heats. Out is the 46. It's one of the Forzas. It's Jean-Mathieu Rousseau. Jean-Mathieu Rousseau. Now, I will point out he's facing the wrong way out of turn 5 rather. Oh, that's a bit of a strange one. Now, was there contact with another one of the carts? Has he had an engine lock-up? If he has, it's another mechanical issue for a Forza Racing machine. at a similar point of the circuit where we saw Iskender Zulfikari have a problem. It seems to be the thing with Forza Racing this season. Very, very quick, but sometimes a little bit fragile.
And that's another big shame for him as well, because of course fresh tyres on board that is just deployed, and they will be, well, completely wasted at that point. So that is a huge shame for him. Austin again with the fastest lap of the race here. The American in P4 looking really, really competitive here, Andrew.
Probably the best we've seen from Asher Austin in about a year. I remember he was very strong at this stage of the season when we went to Slovakia for the third round of the 2024 season. It's been good to see from the American that he's able to put everything together, start to get some bigger results. Meanwhile, further down in the order, that coming through is the number 36, Evangelina Simmons-Torres, in the pink and yellow helmet there, scrapping with Amir Sabarov. This is all around 15th place, 15th, 16th, 17th positions as they come round to complete the fourth lap of this race. Once again, drivers knowing they need to start getting their momentum going now if they're going to be on the grid for tomorrow.
Yeah, certainly so. And on that subject, as down the inside there, very close moment there indeed. Daniel Lorente, though, holding on firm and gaining those positions. Right round the outside, more battles happening. Victoria Farfus is on the charge here, down in 23rd place in the Hugon and Stanley battle. Emiliana Hernandez still there as well. Back up at the sharp end of the field, Domain and Malota very closely followed by Asher Austin and Kalija. Just want to bring us back to Asher Austin on this one. Looking, you know, at his current championship run so far in 2025 as Farfus is getting right in and involved and round, and that's 3 carts out the track, and she throws immediate blame there to the 115 machine of Yanis Kolovos, saying, what on earth was that? And unfortunately, an innocent passenger is Mohamed El Bazaki, who had nowhere to go.
Yeah, got a feel for Mohamed El Bazaki and for Victoria Farfus there. We'll be interested in a replay on that one, but that is the risk. We've been talking about it this weekend, that you come off of turn 14, it gets very, very close and personal pretty quickly when you go too wide through that part of the track. We are on lap number 6 out of 10. Still this Forza Racing 1-2 at the front of the field. Zulfikari and Domain. It would promote Zulfikari, this result, back into the top 8 as things stand. Kalija would actually drop behind Dan Alaman in the intermediate points. So Dan Alaman, who got his fourth race out of the way. Let's have another look at the replay again. So Farfus is going to be on the outside here. There's initial little bit of contact with the MP there. On second review, I don't think that is Yanis's fault. I think that's a push coming from further behind. Victoria won't know that. Yeah, Yanis Kolovos in the middle of a bit of a sandwich there. 3 of them together simply did not go.
Yeah, indeed. So I'll eat my words about what I said earlier on. I think, yeah, that's a little bit more to that one than we think. Eyes on this, down the inside. Nice little change there. And Kalija stepping up into 3rd place. Ostin back down to P4. Gorski got past Eskandari as well. But Kalija is back on fine form here, trying to hunt down, well, the points lead, because now Dan Alaman officially takes the lead on the points and clear by 3 of them.
And this is what we mean by scoreboard pressure. And for Dan Alaman, it's just racing with such a calm head in 2025. Getting on with the job. Oh, that's a nice move from Malota down the inside of Austin. Back up into 4th place. Will Green might have a go here as well, with Leo Gorski not too far behind. New fastest lap of the race from Nathan Kappen, a 54.027. But I like that from Alex Malota, keeping his eyes forward. Here goes Will Green down the inside. Nice move there by the Williams junior driver. He's going to have to do a bit of work on the exit, though. Shuts the door in front of Austin's front fairing there. Through goes Will Green into 5th place.
Pitzonia also manages to sneak his way through past Manuel Miguez. And that's a nice little change for them as they head round the final corner. Again, leaning on those Maxxis tyres as hard as they can around that final corner as we go on to lap number 9 of this race. Zulfikari still in the lead and clear by 9/10 of a second from Henry Domain. Kalija 3rd from Alex Malota. Will Green leading that next train of karts. Ostin, Gorski, Eskandari, all in that fight, and you can see how close they're being out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of chances for drivers here, particularly if you're in the lower part of the top 10 at the moment. Top 14 all on new tyres. Amir Sabarov hasn't really been able to use the grip delta with those new tyres on the 74 to a great advantage. Here, once again, is the scrap. This is all around 8th, 9th, 10th place. Antonio Pizzonia there in the red and orange with yellow details on the helmet. Same lid colours as his father used to run back in the day at the very heights of motorsport. We're on to the last lap now. Zulfikari, gotta say, another very impressive run from the driver from Turkey. If it wasn't for that mechanical failure in the second round, Anthony, we'd be talking about a driver doing 4 from 4 at this stage.
Yeah, no, exactly that. And currently, though, still 7th in the points with 158 as they make their way down the hill for the final time in towards turn 12. You can see how close they are being in the mid-pack. But at the front, it's all fine. Down the inside, Big Sen for Leonardo Gorski. On Asher Ostin, Eskandari goes through as well. It's all kicking off, and now the Ward Racing driver getting involved. Gregor Callis trying to fight his way through, but Eskandari fighting his way past as well. Checker flag goes out, and it heads to Zulfikari. It's a Forza Racing 1-2-3 here in Viterbo, but this time it's Zulfikari, Domain, Kalesia cannot keep that winning streak alive, and now will sit second in the points with 194. It is Dalanaman, new intermediate classification points leader with 194. Well, they will make their way back to Parc Ferme. Zulfikari, Domain, Kalesia, the top 3. Malota finishing a P4 ahead of Will Green. Sebastian Eskandari just at the end there, getting the move done on Leonardo Gorski. Asher Ostin, Antonio Pizzonia, Valerio Vidapiano rounding out the top 10. Daniel Miron, Miguez from Seya, Calles from Sabarov, Osachi Sadlowski finishing in 16th place ahead of Simmons. Hernandez from Cini, Cocchianella rounding out the top 20. Truchot from Hugon, Kappen from Stanley, Scarborough from Zajac, who rounds out the 26 finishers in that race. The retirements: Victoria Farfus, Yanis Kolovos, Mohamed Elbazaki, Jean-Martin Rousseau, and Mika Runitz, unfortunately not making it to the end. Mika Runitz effectively not even starting the race on this one, which is a big shame for him.